Hey, Michelle, right? Hey, Catherine. I have a new Desire Map workshop starting tonight. Yes, yes, I have, I'm getting together some oil samples to send you. And I'm about out of samples. I've got to order some. So, I have a Desire Map group starting tonight. It's a 5-week workshop group I run based on Danielle Laporte's work. Yeah, I just thought I would do a quick little scope on how I get ready for groups. I've been running groups of all different kinds for, years and years and years. And before every group, and actually when I was a therapist, before every session, and actually before every Reiki client session, I build a little space. We have a very tiny home, so this little tiny area I use just to symbolically create a space and sort of make a declaration that the people coming to the class will get what they need, that I will be an open channel for whatever spirit needs to say or do for the particular people. There'll be 3 people attending this 5-week session. And so I wanted to show you a little bit about what I do to get ready for a class. So what I have diffusing here I sell Young Living. I'm a Young Living distributor. So I use oils mostly for spiritual and emotional purposes. So the oils that are in the diffuser tonight are White Angelica, one that I use almost daily to make sure that I'm clear and grounded, to call on any available helping energies, and to clear my mind and space, to put everything in my life aside for my group attendees. They are my sole focus. And I start this about an hour and a half before the class starts. I have, about 4 drops White Angelica, 2 drops of Sacred Frankincense, also good for spiritual grounding and opening, and 1 drop of the incredibly expensive rose oil, but it's steam distilled rose. It's absolutely pure. It smells amazing, and it's the highest frequency oil that I'm aware of. So I have that in the diffuser because what happens before every group is resistance rises up against me, and I try to talk myself out of it. Even though I've been leading groups for so long, I always get like, oh, I don't really need to do this. I wonder why it's so fuzzy. Does it look fuzzy on your end? It looks like the camera's not focusing. Maybe there's not enough light. Maybe I don't need to do this. Maybe I could just, I don't know, not do it. But I don't let myself do that. So I have my little statues that I like using. They're just symbolic to me. This is the crone. Oh, yeah, there's a big chunk of rose crystal right there for heart. Make sure I'm centered in my heart. The rose oil is a heart-centered oil as well. I always want to make sure that my ego and my concerns and my physical status are absolutely not ever in the way of a class. So I have a geode here to me that represents the outside of the stuff that the class participants are going to be chipping away at that to find unknown treasures or previously unexplored treasures in themselves. That's my wish for them. I don't really set intentions, but my wish for them, because I don't know what they need. Only Spirit does. I'm just a channel for it. I'm just making the space available, and hopefully, my hope would be that, and it's always been my experience too, is that everybody gets what they need. So these little ladies are from Bell Pine Art Farm. They're made from Oregon clay. They're handmade. This little one is called Release, and she's holding a tiny little bird. And the point of that is that we be able to release easily and as painlessly as possible whatever it is that's ready to go. We're welcoming in what we need and letting go of what we don't need. So this little bird sits very lightly in her hands, so that if it needs to go, it can. And if it needs to stay, it's held at the heart center very lightly. The one in the back is the river symbol for the river, the mother. The Mary is just, it's all very feminine energy stuff because I have only women in the workshop this time. And actually every time. I don't work with men as much anymore, and that's not a conscious choice. It's just circumstances. And then a little, the crone energy, that's for me because I'm not quite crone, I guess, but getting there. And the silver earrings in the crone's offering bowl are to recognize the beauty of elderly wisdom. You have a little Ganesh for breaking through obstacles. And then I pulled a card just for information for this particular group. So this collection of women I believe, are all in the same age range. I know one of them, but I don't know the other one at all. And then one of them is my mom. She's taking the Desire Map workshop for the second time. So this is the card that I pulled for this group. It's the Lady of Lightning. It's from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms deck. Mom, this is the little, the blue bobcat is my mom. She'll be joining the class. And this is the little altar space I make for the class. And so I was just showing that to people. This is the card that came up for the group tonight. It's the Lady of Lightning. Surprises, sometimes shock, total paradigm shift. And I was like, oh, holy cat socks. That's interesting. That's a pretty powerful card. So I'll read to you what that says. To me, that says, right? That's a big one. So to me, that's like, pretty powerful stuff. I'm happy about that. The book says, the Lady of Lightning brings powerful forces of change into your life, tells you to expect sudden shift in circumstances. Perhaps a situation you weren't anticipating arises and offers you the opportunity of a lifetime or a series of aha moments. As a group leader, if your participants get aha moments, it's like the best. It's like a little gift. It's like a facilitator gift. Change is imminent. Don't resist the changes, as this kind of lightning isn't something you want to fight. Yeah, so great things are happening when the Lady of Lightning appears. Super good card to get. And this is just a little ritual that I go through as a facilitator. I always ask that I be very clear that my focus is only on the group, people in the group. I let everything else go. So our rooms are multifunctional. So this is our bedroom. The laptop's powered up. My workbook, my Desire Map workbook is here. I go through it with the group because you always learn something about yourself. I've got my notes from previous workshops and previous groups. My Desire Map book that is like tabbed like crazy. The participants have already been mailed bottles of Stress Away and Citrus Fresh oil, so I'll read to them from this book what those oils are. They're mostly for relaxation. Eyeglass polishing case. The card deck, if I feel motivated to pull another one, I usually don't. I usually just roll with whatever the group comes. So the Desire Map, this is my headset. Desire Map licensees get a notebook that it's not scripted exactly, but it does have what each class is supposed to be about. I don't really pay a whole lot of attention to it, but I do start with it, and then the group energy takes over, and we go from there. So, I thought that I would show you that, what Desire Mapping workshops look. Now, this is just how I do them, too. Everybody has their own way, and this is a virtual workshop, so I don't know what other virtual leaders do, but this is what I do. Clear the space, ask for spirit to move through me to the participants, and jazz myself up with rose, white angelica, and sacred frankincense in my diffuser. So there's a lot of peace in this room already. I can feel myself relaxing. So I'm just going to share that mentally out to you all. And you can have this little piece, and if you hold it in your mind, you should be able to tap into it even from a distance. When I get off the phone, I'll do some Reiki for myself and for the participants who will be coming on at 8:30. So that's what it looks like for me. I know there's a lot of curiosity out there about Desire Map workshops, And so this is how I do it. Oh, that's excellent. That's excellent, Michelle. I do these virtual groups, and then I do one-on-one coaching with desire map processes and workbooks and whatnot. It's definitely something you can go through on your own. The group is fun, but you certainly don't have to have it. So, peace to you all. Just share this little bit of my evening with you, and take care. I'll see y'all again in the morning for the Course in Miracles reading. Bye.